Growing up is hard to do, as OpenAI may soon find. Reports are bubbling that the company is eyeing changes to its structure amid a funding round that could value it at over $100 billion. And it could be extra difficult for this business to mature in a nascent AI industry where sourcing information for chatbots is highly controversial and may yet prove expensive as well. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. Deirdre?
Hey, Kelly, never a dull moment for OpenAI. Already a startup darling, it could welcome mega caps, Apple and NVIDIA to its cap table. That may also mean that it needs to re-examine its structure. Its current structure is a hybrid entity, so two components, a nonprofit foundation and then a for-profit arm with a mission to build AGI that's safe and benefits all of humanity. A disclaimer on its website in bold letters states it would be wise to view any investment in OpenAI in the spirit of a donation. But of course, the mega caps reportedly looking to invest in this latest round, they are decidedly for-profit companies. They answer to shareholders looking for returns on their investment. So how do you go? It's this eternal question in Silicon Valley. How do you go from scrappy startup to mature corporation? And the stakes in generative AI higher than ever. If you go to that mature corporation, do you lose some of the innovation and grit, but gain structure and managers? An interesting stat from this New York Times piece on OpenAI over the weekend, 80% of its more than 1,700 employees started after the release of ChatGPT. Additions that include some of the most respected people in technology, like its now CFO, Sarah Friar from Square, Kevin Weil from Facebook, Chris Lahane from Airbnb and Coinbase. This also touches on a broader conversation over the weekend, Kelly, that founders and VCs weighed in on. Paul Graham, a co-founder of Y Combinator, he wrote in a post that many founders are told that scaling a startup means it has to switch to what he calls manager mode. But in practice, he argues, it often turns out to mean, quote, hire professional fakers, let them drive the company into the ground. Founders, he says, are being gaslit, and business schools don't even know that founder mode exists. Kelly, this is not a new idea. The cult of the founder is and has been well and alive in technology. Sam Altman, though, he is arguably one of the most interesting examples, right? He's been able to retain his hold on power even after all of the stuff we went through last fall. The question now is, as OpenAI grows up, does the founder have to evolve as well? And I'm not sure. It's an open question whether we're seeing that from Sam Altman.
Let's put those quotes back up. This makes me chuckle. The professional fakers, he says, are coming in from business schools. And maybe technology is a unique industry, Deirdre. But I would say, is Brian Niccol a professional faker? I mean, look at what that guy has done at Taco Bell, Chipotle, and maybe will do at Starbucks. There's a case to be made for people who can shepherd these large businesses and do it very well, that it's incredibly valuable and lucrative, and there's actually a proven track record in doing so. Of course, I'd have to find a tech analogy to make that perhaps more persuasive to people in that field.
I see your Brian Niccol, Kelly, and I give you Tim Cook.
Sure.
I mean, he's been able to manage. You have to delegate. It does raise a lot of questions about succession, right? If you're, and you know, there's been some funny memes over the weekend too, and that founder mode is just micromanaging, right? Getting involved in everything is an excuse. But I think, you know, there's like 1%. Nikesh Arora made this point on X as well. There's 1% that are going to be able to pull this off and 99% that aren't going to be able to. Yeah. And it's a lot more nuanced than that post. But, you know, it did hit a chord.
No, it's great. It's such a fun talker. And the other thing I wonder sometimes is whether there needs to be a higher velocity of turnover. It's hard to find professional managers who are going to get it right. It reminds me a little bit of basketball teams and trades. Look at how the velocity is picked up. A coach who gets fired from one team can go and have success elsewhere. Yeah. And you think it's often the same in management, but people get kind of, there's such a big deal made when someone comes in and they're, you know, making big consequential decisions. But sometimes you think, I don't know, year or two, if it doesn't work out, kind of like what happened at Starbucks, time to move on.
Absolutely. And, you know, Howard Schultz famously, right, operated in that founder mode. So we'll see. It'll be an important test when you get Brian Nichols in there.